Namaste, this is Monica, and I welcome you to today's Yin Yoga practice, which is going to be focused on small little joints of your body. After long hours of work, we always have a stiff neck, stiff shoulders, stiff wrist, and that is what we are going to work on today. We are going to work on a hip joint, ankles, toes, whatnot. So let's get ready to release all the tension from the body and also get into some stillness and calmness with this practice. If you have practiced with me before, you can head on to this session. If you haven't practiced before, then understand Yin Yoga is a very slow-paced practice. We hold into our asana for about 3 to 5 minutes, which means you'll have to have a lot of patience and perseverance and determination for this practice. So it's a very good practice to retrain your mind as well for these things. We follow 3 principles in Yin Yoga. We find the edge, we find that appropriate depth for ourselves wherein we don't really get too uncomfortable with ourselves, right? So we find a point wherein our body is working, at the same time it is not too comfortable for us. Number 2, we remain still once we find the edge, and principle number 3 is we try and hold into our asana for the time that we have decided. So let's explore these aspects of the practice on the mat together. So if you want, you can sit over the cushion, giving some height to your hips, knees pointing down. Place your palms over your knees or thighs. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. And connect with your body. Sweep your awareness from the crown of your head to your toes. From your toes back to the crown of your head. And connect with each and every part of your body as much as you can. Notice your body weight on the midpoint of your sit bones. Notice your breath. Feel as if your whole body is expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. Diving deep fully into this moment. Notice all the sounds around you, all the sensations outside and inside your body. And how they are all part of this experience of this moment. Noticing what this particular moment has to offer right now. Let us join the palms together. We'll be chanting one Om Three Shantis. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. So we will first begin with upper body, the neck work. For that you can sit in the shoelace position. If you want, you can continue to sit in the cross-legged position. But maybe if you want to work a little bit on our hips also, then you can maybe extend your legs out, bend your right knee, placing your right knee over the left knee. You can sit like this, or if it is possible for you, draw your left foot closer to your right hip. Now over here it is possible that you have gap, then you can support the knee with the cushion. If you feel that your lower back is rounding too much, then sitting over the cushion would be the right option. So we'll first do the lateral extension of the neck. You can take your right ear to the right shoulder, place your right palm over your left ear. The left palm can just be holding your foot here. So we are not really pushing or keeping any extra pressure, giving any extra pressure to the neck. We are simply placing the palm and allowing the weight of the palm itself to work on opening up our knots and the spasm in the neck. If you feel that without the palm itself you have found the edge, then feel free to just holding without the palm. You may feel this extension flowing all the way to your shoulders. Remember to surrender, let go of all the control. Relax your torso, relax your palm, resting on your ear. And allow your neck to open. Now slowly release, very slowly, bringing your neck back in the center without any jerk, and move on to the other side. So this will also counter the stress that we have taken just now, taking your left ear to the left shoulder. You can just leave your neck like this, or placing your left palm over the right ear. And once you place your palm, surrender your arm off absolutely. Choose the position for your right arm, can be on your thigh or on your right foot. So making sure that we are well within in our edge, not really pushing ourselves, and at the same time we can sense that there's work happening in the body. Just feeling that work, feeling that little sensation is enough. And slowly release again. Bring your neck back in the center. Place your palms on the side. We'll be changing the position of the foot. So now this time bring your left knee over the right one. Take your feet as long as you can, right next to your hips. And we're going to extend the back side of the neck here, so you can drop your neck towards your chest, and then take your palms, cross your fingers, and press the crossed fingers over the back of your head. We're going to hold here for about 2 minutes. Allow your elbows to just drop down towards the floor. In this practice, we call it stressing the tissues. We don't use the word stretching because we are not actively pushing or pulling any of the tissues here. We are just putting enough pressure for the tissue to work subtly, gently, and naturally. And slowly, with an exhalation, release. Bring your neck back in the center, and we're going to rotate our neck just 3 times clockwise and 3 times anti-clockwise. Inhale, take your chin up, exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Change the direction. Feeling a nice full rotation in the neck. Coming back to the center. We're going to work a bit on our shoulder and the arms here. So if you want, you can use the belt for Gomukha Asana, cow face arms. If you don't want to use the belt, you can simply raise your left arm up. Since our left knee is up right now, bend your elbow, patting your back. Take your Right palm from the bottom. Try and catch hold of your palms with each other behind your back, like this. But if you don't have, if your arms don't reach, drop the belt behind you and catch hold of the belt from the other end. And walk your palms as close to each other as possible over the belt. So choose your variation here. You're going to stay here for about 3 minutes and then we will change the legs and the side. And notice where and all you feel the impact. In between, if you want to fold over a little bit to deepen the work in your hips, you can do that. But if you feel that it is releasing or it is reducing the stress in your shoulders, then it is better that to stay higher up. So I would leave that to you. You can choose the variation. Remembering our 3 principles of this practice: finding your edge, finding that point which is comfortable enough for you. There's work happening, at the same time it is not too straining or stressing for you, so that you can be still and you can hold your asana for the time that we have decided. If you find it challenging to keep your neck up, keep dropping it time and again. You can keep changing the position of the neck, otherwise we remain still. Feel that opening in the chest. You may feel some sensation in your upper arms. Notice that. Notice what is happening in your shoulder blades, what is happening the front of your shoulders. And stay connected with your breath. It can get challenging as you hold for longer. And breathing through your sensations, taking one breath at a time. You can handle your asanas in 2 ways. Either you breathe through them, or you resist them by waiting for them to end. So just breathing through them, noticing, witnessing, watching. And slowly release. Slowly bring your right palm down. Stretch your arms in the T shape and feel as if you're pressing the wall away with both of your palms. Just resisting as if there's the wall and it is trying to come to you and you are trying to stop the wall. That kind of stretch you'll be feeling in your arms. This is just to counter. And then let us change the side. Right knee over the left one. Remember to use the belt if you want to. This time left arm up, right arm down. No, sorry, opposite arm. So right arm up and the left arm down. And holding here for about 3 minutes. In silence, stay connected with your breath. So you'll notice the unconscious responses to the pain, discomfort, and you can utilize that opportunity to be more conscious, to be more aware, and take your decision. Unconsciously, we always feel like getting out of discomfort or, resisting it. And when you become conscious, you may take more conscious decisions to be mindful throughout that pain and discomfort that we might be experiencing right now. And slowly, with an exhalation, start to release, counter them, stretch your arms in the T shape, pressing the wall away, the imaginary wall away. And release your legs. Now you can extend your legs in front of you from here. We are going to work again on our shoulder and our arms. Place your right ankle. You can actually do this with straight knees as well. So we're going to press our palm. We are going to place the palms behind our fingers pointing to the hips, and then resting the palms fully on the floor, pressing them down, lifting the chest, arcing the spine, and drop the head back. Now if you want to work a bit on your hips, then place your right ankle over the left knee and draw your left heel closer to your sit bones, as close as you can. Now if you feel that you want to deepen the sensation in your shoulders and your arms, then you may also want to walk your palms away. I would leave that to you to find your edge, to choose the distance for your palms from your hips. Drop the head back. In between, if you feel tired, you can obviously bring the head back in the center, or maybe chin to the chest. You can keep changing that. Making sure that even if you're dropping the head back, you have good gap in your neck and not really the back of the head touching the back. You're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. Slowly bring your neck back, gently in the center. Change the side. Extend your legs in front of you. Left ankle over your right knee. Draw your right heel closer. And this time, maybe turning your palms outside, if that feels comfortable to you. Just pressing the floor away with your palms. And then open the chest and drop your head down again. And slowly press your palms back down, bringing your head back in the center. Maybe taking your chin to the chest, little bit up, back, chin to the chest. Release your neck a little bit and walk your palms back. Straighten your legs in front of you. Release your arms, maybe stretch your arms in front of you, rotating your wrist. If you want to shake your arms, whatever you feel like doing. Your body will intuitively tell you what movement that it wants to take. We are going to work a bit on the wrist now. So we are focusing small little joints today. You can sit in the cross-leg position or maybe shoelace, square, whichever position you want. Extend your arms in front of you and face your palms down towards the mat, and then point your fingers down and rest the back of the palm in front of you. If you want to increase the stress here, then walk your palms a little bit away and keep them away from you. If it is too much, then bringing your palms back closer to you. Just a minute here. We are not pressing actively, we are just feeling whatever little stress that we can feel in the wrist. You can drop the neck down or keep that in the center. Whatever works for you the best. And slowly release. Stretch your arms again in front of you. Palms facing up. Point your fingers down and press the front of your palm on the mat. The other side of the wrist, stretching the front side of your wrist here. Allow your torso to be just resting on your arms here. If you want, you can drop the head down. And release, walk your palms back. Now moving into the Virasana hero pose for the ankle stretch. So you can keep your knees hip distance apart, open your shin, resting your hips in between your feet, the back of your foot resting. If you have gap between your hips and the floor, slide a cushion underneath. Now this really works well for the ankle stretch, but if you want to really support your ankles with a cushion, you can do that. You would still get the stretch. You can take the calf out if you want. You can stay here simply, or if you want to deepen the stretch, if you want to work more deeper on your quads, then I would suggest lying down on your back, maybe resting your palms on the mat, open the chest, pressing the pelvis forward, alternatively pressing your forearms on the mat and then drop the head back. Some of you may be able to go fully down on the mat. You can do that. Or if you want to lie down on the bolster, you can also lie down on the bolster by placing the bolster behind you. I'll show you that as well. So find your edge, take your pose, whichever way you want. So always, if you're lying down on the bolster touching your sacrum, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, place your back on the bolster, allowing your arms to rest on the side or up. I would leave that to you. So this is working on multiple levels on our hips, quads, ankles, everything at the same time. Really good for your knee joints. If you feel too much stress on the knee joints and you feel that it is too much for you to take, then I would suggest stay higher up instead of going all the way down. Feeling the arc in your spine as well as working on your lower back here. This can be a little challenging for you, so making sure that you're just breathing through all the sensations. Remember, you don't have to push yourself to go to a deeper variation of the pose. You can be wherever you can comfortably hold this. And it's okay to find the new edge in as if it means that you need to go back. And slowly bring your arms down. Press your forearms down and the elbows down, maybe catching hold of your heels. Lift your torso up and then one by one placing your palms on the mat. Nicely, gently coming back in the center. Place your palms in front of you. Lift your hips up. Tuck your toes and spread your toes as wide as possible for you. And bring your knees together. And rest your hips over your heel. Place your palms on the thighs. This is known as toe squat and this is for your toes basically. So it's important that if it is possible for you to stretch your toes little open away from each other, keeping them away from each other, it would be better. And more you allow your knees to slide forward, more you'll feel the sensation in your toes. So just surrender. Relax your neck, relax the shoulders, and breathe. Allow your body weight to surrender on your heels. There's no need to hold up. And from here, we'll move to the child pose, keeping the knees together. Heels on the mat, the back of the foot resting. If you want, support it with the folded blanket or the towel. Hands on the side of you and take the head down. If you want, you can support your head with the cushion. And relax. Just a minute here, just to relax the counter, to counter our previous two poses. Surrender, let go. And from here, we are going to transition to lie down on our back. Palms on the side, press your palms down to lift yourself back up. Swing your knees forward and just lie down on your back. We'll be moving into banana pose, releasing the side body here.
So you can keep your feet together, stretch your arms up, and then start to bring your feet towards your right, maybe resting your left ankle over the right one if you want, or keep them next to each other and tilting your torso also towards the right. Now, there are an option like you can rest your face over your right shoulder, or you can rest your face at the opposite upper arm. So choose your variation here, making a banana shape with the body, feeling this nice release on your left side. And let your body surrender, relax. And slowly you can release, change the side, start to come back to the center. Just tilting on to the other side. And slowly you can come back in the center. You can bring your feet together, drop your knees on either side for sleeping butterfly, and maybe place cushion under your knees. You can simply stretch your arms up, or if you want, you can use the bolster and lie down on the bolster. Again, touching the shorter edge of the mat with the with your sacrum, and allow your spine to rest on the bolster. Slowly and gently relax your hair, just relaxing, really allowing yourself to just be. The position for your hip, for your feet, how far that you want to keep it with your groin, you can decide depending on how much that you are okay to take. Finding the edge, I usually like to keep my legs in a diamond shape, but you can definitely draw your heels closer if you want. You can continue to relax in sleeping butterfly, or if you want, you can just move into Shavasana by straightening your knees, keeping them away, touching the longer edge of the mat. Arms on the side, away from your torso. And allow yourself, your body to be free and loose, as if that we are not there to control the body. We can just release the body as it is, without any control, without any tension in the body. As well, relax the mind as it is. Allow whatever comes up in your mind. If the thoughts come up, allow them to come. If your mind goes back, to be aware to your breath, of your breath, allow that to happen. Or if your mind notices something else, allow that to happen. We are allowing everything as we relax. And we can notice our awareness shifting from one object to another, from our breath to our thoughts, from our thoughts to the sounds, from the sounds to the sensation. And how in our awareness everything just keeps shifting. What we become aware of keeps shifting all the time. Relax completely in your awareness. And you can continue in this relaxation for as long as you wish. If you would like to come out, start to bring your awareness to your body, moving your toes and fingers gently. Bring your feet together. And if you are in butterfly, bring your knees back together, extend your legs, stretch your arms up, stretch your whole body. And as you exhale, release. If you're lying down on the bolster, release the bolster. And if you're lying down on the mat, roll over to your right and slowly coming up into your sitting asana. Sitting in a cross-legged position, take a moment to absorb the practice. Let us have the faith in the practice and let us seal the practice with one Om. Join your palms to the heart center. Breathe in. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. I hope you're feeling better after this practice, and if you have any comments, suggestions, you can leave me comments in the comment section, and I really hope to see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye bye, all the love.